All right, good day to everyone. My name is Derek Brown, top producer with Finxcel Technologies, and it is my distinct pleasure to share with you all this afternoon what we feel is the best fintech opportunity on the planet. And by the time we're done with this brief presentation, I definitely promise you we won't be long, but we're going to be strong. We believe that you'll feel the same way as well. So with that being said, I want you all to understand that Finxcel Technologies was registered in the UK on July 5th of this year. They have a government website where you can also find information on not only the company, but the CEO as well. As you can see here, they're located at 1 Canada Square in the United Kingdom in the heart of London's financial district. Now, I definitely want you to understand that they're not in any British offshore island or anything like that. They're literally in the heart of downtown London. Now, our CEO, Mr. Joseph Paul, he has 18 years of data analysis experience in banking. He's worked at Barclays, and he has 5 years in the fintech space from an algorithmic perspective. And Mr. Paul noticed that most automated trading systems in the market were only single market focused. And this is literally why he started Finxcel Technologies, to trade in multiple markets concurrently. So currently, they're trading in Forex, precious metals, and cryptocurrency. The COO, that's right by his side, Mr. Benjamin Bellingham, he has 12 years of experience as a senior consultant in digital transformation, and he's helping the company actually scale to a large perspective. Now, I want you to clearly understand the vision of Finxcel Technologies. Finxcel Technologies is not just a trading solution company, but it is a full-fledged fintech company. And you have to understand exactly what they're doing from the start, which is now, and what their full vision is for the next full year going into 2026. So to start, they actually utilize their actual trading technology to expand the user base very quickly. So this is going to obviously increase trading volume, and this is going to help them lower the trading fees on the 5 exchanges that they're currently on. Secondly, they're going to gather all of this big data from users and segment them into age groups and investment amounts and whether or not they may make additional financial purchases in the future, etc. Then they're going to approach huge banks and other platforms like Binance, Visa, MasterCard. This is a large bank over in Korea. And they're going to approach these banks and financial institutions from a collaboration perspective. Now, the full portion of the vision will manifest where they're going to not receive, but they're going to actually launch the super app where users can apply for loans, purchase insurance, bonds, and equities. And through these institutions that they actually collaborated with, this is when the company is going to shift from a marketing business model to a profit sharing model. Now, what's phenomenal is when they get to this point of launching the super app, you'll actually be able to take on loans for, equities, all type of things, insurance, but there'll be a cashback feature involved. And now when you or your entire team applies for any type of loan, you'll receive cash back as well throughout your entire organization. That is absolutely phenomenal. So with that being said, Finxcel stands at the top as a brainchild to analyze and control these actual bots that they have that executes timely and profitable trades. With that being said, the master server is located at the headquarters in London. So they have an arbitrage bot, which works on several different exchanges, and a scalping bot, which does the same as well. So again, look at Finxcel as the command center that hosts these 2 actual trading systems. Now, in reference to our actual arbitrage bot, what I want you to understand is this bot compares 3 different currencies to find profitable trades. So this is a recording of the bot in action. So what it's actually doing here is it's comparing prices from different exchanges. In this case, it's Bybit and Binance, and it's looking for fluctuations in pricing. Now, it's extremely fast, and it's actually right at this moment, when this was recorded, it was just using 2 exchanges. But in this moment, it's using 5 exchanges. So the R&D team is consistently upgrading this bot. Now, even though it has a 100% win rate, it definitely has limitations because it needs regular maintenance. Because, as you can see, it actually just took that order very quickly on that recording. But it also depends on the market volume and volatility that's going on as well. So the maximum returns for the trading bot on a daily basis is 3%. And once you become involved through the individual that invited you, you see currently it's trading, I think it's right at 84 or $86 million. In addition to that, we have the scalping bot. Now they're going to be patenting this bot. It's absolutely phenomenal. So it uses proprietary algorithms for tight stop losses and to analyze historical price data. So it's able to instantly go back in the past, optimize entry and exit points. So to give you an example, right here, it took a split second for the scalping bot to analyze this trade. And if it sees that the trade could potentially go south instead of being a winning trade, it will immediately activate a stop loss. And what this does is it minimizes the risk of loss for the company. Now, if you go down here, you can see it took 5 seconds. If you look right here, it took 5 seconds and it actually had a winning trade. So it's very fast as well. And the maximum daily profit for the scalping bot, which is working simultaneously at the same time that the arbitrage bot is 5%. Now, I want you to make note of these numbers as well, okay? You'll see that the company is in a position to be very profitable, but they're using risk measures that actually keep everything in a safe perspective as well. In addition to that, Finxcel Technologies has milestones in place, and Q3 of this year, they actually incorporated in the UK. They attended the IFX Asia Expo in Asia, and they set up physical offices globally. Q4, which is where we are now, they actually attended the regional conference that was in China and Korea, and this is where they introduced their new scalping bot. Actually had an opportunity to find video footage of that, and it was placed on our team page where you'll be able to review that as well. Now, first quarter of the year, every single person within the sound of my voice will have an opportunity to become a global leader with this platform, and you'll be invited with all expenses paid to visit the headquarters in London. And there'll be a select few of us that will actually be invited in to see these servers. Q2 of next year, the collaborations will take place with the major financial institutions, the banks and exchanges. And then Q1 of 2026, this is when the super app will be launched, and they'll be securing full patents on it as well as the scalping bot. So I want you to see that we are in a great position time-wise. As I always say, in business, timing is everything. So we actually have a full year to get in position to make potentially absurd amounts of income and bless several others to do the same before the full vision manifests with Finxcel in reference to the super app being put in place and launching. Now, we get compensated 5 ways. 3 of these are passive and 2 are team income streams. We have the daily profits, the 5-day staking campaign, the campaign completion bonus, which is phenomenal. I love this because this campaign completion bonus is given to you every week simply for completing the 5-day staking campaign. And I'll show you that in just a moment. We have the multi-tiered affiliate bonus. Now, this is very powerful because there's no qualification to receive this. So those of you that may have experience, I want you to pay close attention to that. Then we have the ranking bonus, which I'll break down for you as well. Now, what I want you to look at Finxcel as is a digital bank. Right now, I want you to think about what you're receiving from your bank on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, I want you to think about what type of profit you're receiving on your funds in your bank on a yearly basis. Well, with Finxcel, the daily profit based on the amount that you put into the platform, you receive 0.2%, which is 6% monthly. Very conservative. So this is an example. If you were to fund $1,000 into the platform and transfer it into the trading wallet, you'll start earning a $2 payout daily. Now, understand everything that I'm showing you is all working concurrently. As I go through these 5 ways that we earn income, they are layered. You're receiving each one at the same time, okay? So the maximum daily profit obviously is 0.2%. Now, in addition to the first way we earn income, we have a 5-day staking campaign, which is absolutely phenomenal because today you have an opportunity to opt in to this campaign. So this campaign starts in T plus 1, which means the time that you actually fund and 24 hours. So you have an opportunity to stake into campaign X, which is the first one, where you can earn zero point 0.5 and all the way up to 2% on a daily basis. But let me make note that you want to understand that you're going to complete campaign X 4 times. They want to make sure that you have a full understanding of how this platform works. So campaign X is a conservative model. You'll see here that they're trading 25% of the portfolio in cryptocurrency. Then we have precious metals and Forex there as well. Then when you go on to campaign X, you'll be receiving between 0.9 and 2% on a daily basis. And this is more of a moderate trading strategy where you can see there's a much larger percentage being traded in cryptocurrency. Now, do make note, at any time when you're in the middle of these campaigns, if you withdraw, there's an early redemption fee of 10%. So it doesn't make sense to withdraw, obviously, in the middle of a campaign. You want the 5 days to be completed, and I'm definitely going to show you why. Now, although it says here campaign X is to be determined, well, I can let you guys know that it's going to be between 1.1 and 3% daily. So after you complete campaign X 4 times, you can move on, and that's if you have a minimum balance of 10K, obviously, to campaign X, and then you can move on to campaign X 14. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, let me let you know why you want to stay in the 5-day staking campaign for at least 5 days, because there is a 2% campaign completion bonus, where they're going to tack on an additional 2% just for you completing the campaign. So let me give you an example. Mr. Adam here opted in on Tuesday. And remember, it was T plus 1. So that means the time he funded plus 24 hours. He opted in the campaign on Tuesday, which means he actually started on Wednesday. And then the campaign ended on Friday. So he received everything he was supposed to receive, but he won't get this additional 2% bonus. Whereas Miss Eve actually opted in on Sunday. You can opt in on Saturday or Sunday. It started on Monday, the campaign. It ended on Friday. So she received her 2% in addition completion bonus. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, we have passive earnings that will blow your mind. So all 3 of these things that I already talked about are operating simultaneously with your funds. Give you an example, Ms. E funded in $10,000 USDT. So she's receiving all the percentages that I just told you. $10,000, she made $820, ladies and gentlemen, in 1 week. That is absolutely phenomenal. So people always ask, well, how is this happening? Remember, you're receiving a percentage on your daily profits, where I told you to look at us as a digital bank. At the same time, you're receiving between the percentages on the campaign, and if you complete it, the 2% added here as well. Now, let me give you an example of what would happen if you compound it. This is absolutely mind-blowing because people ask, hey, can I compound my funds? Can I do that weekly campaign over and over again? And the answer is, of course you can. And this is an example if you did that. Now, of course, remember, Ms. Eve funded in $10,000. Well, she simply did the campaign 4 weeks. And at the end of 4 weeks, she had $13,794. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 38% ROI on her funds in 30 days. Absolutely phenomenal. In addition to that, we have something called a multi-tiered affiliate bonus. Now, for those of you that may have experience in the industry, I want you to recognize something very powerful. There are no qualifications for you to receive this affiliate bonus. The company doesn't care how wide you build or how deep you go. They're going to pay you 15 levels deep. What am I getting paid on the affiliate bonus? Every single day, you're going to be paid on all of your members' daily return profit, all of your members' 5-day campaign ROI, and all of your members' completion bonuses. So on the first level, all the individuals that you introduce on all three of these, you're receiving a whopping 12%. And then you can see how it tiers down, 8, 5, 2, 1 on level 7 through 10, and 11 through 15, levels 11 through 15, you're receiving 0.5%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ridiculous. And those that know, again, know for having no qualification, this is big money. Now, the fifth way is a leadership ranking bonus where there is basic qualifications. And these numbers are huge. The income that can be earned for those of you who believe in that sharing is caring, this will change your zip code in a short period of time. Now, remember, this leadership ranking bonus is being paid out what? Monthly? Weekly? No, daily at midnight GMT time, all right? So to give you an example, I noticed that the campaign ended because GMT time, they're a day ahead of us. So it ended about 8 p.m. on Friday evening Eastern Standard Time. So anytime after that, between then and Sunday for us, you could go ahead and start your campaign. So now, the way this works, the leadership ranking bonus has just a few basic qualifications, but I want you to pay attention that our ranking or our titles are simply numbers, rank 1 through 5. You're going to receive 15% at rank 1, 20% at 2, 25% at 3, a whopping 35% at rank 4, and a 50% rank bonus at rank 5. And that's daily off of what? Your members' daily returns, your members' 5-day campaign ROI, and their 2% completion bonus. So there are 3 qualifications here. It depends on the amount in your personal wallet. So the amount that you personally invested in, between $500 and $10,000. Then it depends on the amount in your sponsor wallet or the total of your first level, okay? So the third qualification is the total in your assets under management or your entire team volume. You'll also notice here that rank 3 through 5 has an additional, not so much a qualification, but what this simply means is that you have to have at least 2 people sponsored. And you can only count no more than 50% of that largest leg. So you have to have at least 2 people involved. And what that simply means is go wide, okay? You want to go wide as you can. Now, with this being said, this is an example of how this will work. We have Adam here who's at rank 5, meaning he's getting a 50% commission. So if he has an individual that he introduced that has no rank, Adam is receiving that full 50%. If he has someone that's at the same rank as him, he's not receiving anything because that individual is receiving the 50%. You see how that works? Now, he has an individual, Adam is what, at rank 5? He has an individual that's at rank 4. Well, they're receiving the 35, Adam is receiving the difference of 15%. And that keeps everything fair, and it simply lets you know to stay ahead of your team when it comes to this particular bonus. So ladies and gentlemen, let me give you an example as we get ready to wrap up that will blow your mind. I just shared with you that we get paid 15 levels, right? I don't want to talk about 15 levels because I don't think you would be on this conference today if you didn't have at least 5 friends that you share good information with. You see a great movie, you tell somebody about it. Ladies, you find out about a great, shoe sale, you tell all your girlfriends about it. The difference is when your friend went and saw that movie or went and bought shoes from that shoe sale that you referred them to, you didn't get paid anything. But here at Finxcel, you'll be compensated and compensated handsomely for you showing an opportunity that's new, that's hitting the market, that is blazing the globe at record speed. So again, 15 levels of compensation, but I'm going to give you an example with just 5. Everybody has at least 5 friends. Mr. Adam here funded his wallet with just $1,000. He found 5 friends to do the same thing, right? So if that duplicated itself, meaning everybody simply funded just $1,000, Mr. Adam is at rank 2. By the time that multiplies down to the 5th level, you're, assisting and in command of a little over 3,000 people. But ladies and gentlemen, just in these first 5 levels, not the other 10 that are below it, and your affiliate bonus and rank bonus, you're making over $100,000 a month? No, a week. In just these 2 bonuses, remember we get compensated 5 ways. That's going to hit some of you about 3 in the morning. You're going to wake up and sit straight up in the bed. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that we have something called a credit cap. Now, I kind of want them to change the name, but it is what it is. It's kind of a withdrawal cap, so to speak, and it's actually a good thing because whatever you deposit above $100 gets a deposit multiplier. That's right. So if you were to deposit $10,000 like Eve did, you would get a deposit multiplier of 4x, which is $40,000. You deposited 10, but you have a deposit multiplier of $40,000. Let me give you an example of how this works. Here, Eve deposited $10,000 USDT. So her credit cap or her withdrawal cap is $40,000. This is very strong. So now she profited $40,000. She's building a team. She's sharing with people. And understand, you could do this passively. I just showed you 2 very strong ways where your whole race could be just with you and your money. But for those who believe in sharing, you can change your life. So Eve shared it with a few people. Again, she funded $10,000, but she profited $40,000, and she withdrew $40,000. So what did that leave her with? A wallet balance of $10,000, but she hit her $40,000 credit cap. Now, what does that mean, Derek? She's not making any more money? Not at all. That's why I told you this is a good thing. That's not the case at all. She still has a balance of her original $10,000. She's still going to get her daily profit of 0.2%. She's still participating in the 5-day staking campaign. She's still going to get her completion bonus of 2% and still earn from her team. All this simply means is she's hit her withdrawal cap because they want you to be proactive. They want you to withdraw. Put this money in your bank account. You started with $10,000, you pulled out $40,000. Then what Eve did is she could have waited a month down the road to fund in, do a new fund in. She did $20,000. You could do 10, 5,000, 1,000. You could do whatever you want to do. But she did 20,000, and then that made her credit cap what? 80,000, made her wallet balance 30,000, right? And she can withdraw this entire 30,000 and still have a credit cap left over. Absolutely phenomenal. So with that being said, I want you to understand that all withdrawals will be made via USDT TRC20. The minimum amount that you can withdraw is $30 USDT, and the withdrawal fees are either $5 USDT or 3%, whichever is higher. Now, they already announced that in January, they're going to be reducing the withdrawal fees. Now, those of you who've been in the industry know that this is a common denominator when it comes to withdrawals. There's some withdrawals that are way higher than that, but they're going to reduce this in January. And not only that, once the collaboration's in place with platforms like Binance, they're using Binance now, understand. But once these collaborations in place, you'll be able to get instant withdrawals. Now, this is powerful. All withdrawals will be processed within T+1, which is 24 hours, regardless of the weekend or public holidays. That means if you initiate a withdrawal on a Saturday and it's a holiday, your funds are going to hit your account and be processed on that Sunday. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that we're excited about this platform. It is cut and dry. We are in the midst of sharing this with everyone around the world. And I'm so excited you took time out of your busy schedule to review this information. Now, at this point, we have three types of people within the sound of my voice. The number 3 person says, Mr. Brown, it sounds great, but it's not for me. Well, I'm going to first of all thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to review this information. But most importantly, I want you to take time to thank the person who shared it with you, because they thought enough of you to show you an opportunity that can change your life for generations to come. And I'm going to be frank with you. I'm going to say this for them. Right now, we're not looking for everybody. We're looking for people who, again, understand in business, timing is everything, and people who are ready to change their life with this phenomenal platform. The second person has questions. Ladies and gentlemen, you can get with the person that invited you, and we will personally answer all your questions so you can assume an equity position with this platform. But who this presentation was for is that number 1 person who said, you could have shut up 15 minutes ago. I understand that we're entering into a new year. I understand that we're entering into a new economic climate where fintech companies and these currencies are being welcomed in parts of the world that they weren't. It's a new day and things are changing. I'm ready to roll. Well, to that number 1 person, I want to be the first to congratulate you in assuming an equity position in this phenomenal platform. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you in the very near future. With that, I'd like to say good afternoon, God bless, and we'll see you all at the top.